Hello, accounting majors. On behalf of the entire staff, I send you greetings from the Career Development Center. I'm Jennifer Rogers, the Associate Director of Employer Relations. I just want to let you know that what I do each day is I have conversations with employers about their internship and their career opportunities. It's a great job because I get to brag about how terrific all of you are. I also find ways to bring employers and students together. We host employers to campus for many different types of events, so just watch our seminars and events webpage so you keep up on everything that's going on with us. I wish I could meet each and every one of you in person, but since I can't, we've created this brief video review of our career services. We want to make sure that each of you are aware of how you can connect with hiring employers. More specifically, I'll be covering things like your employer options, and the common recruiting timing for accounting leadership programs, jobs, and internships. Our on-campus interviewing program, features of our Career Center's TommieCareers system that will include how to get on our mailing list, how to make your resume available to employers year-round, and just generally how to connect. So let's start with our employer options. Most accounting students have a couple of different types of career tracks to go. The first one is public accounting. So some companies are going to give you an option of, do you want to work in our tax area or our audit area? Or maybe some employers will give you the option of both. If this is your path, know that it requires that you complete 150 credit hours to qualify to work and sit for the CPA exam. So you'll need to think about how you're going to amass these credits. What will you do? Will you double major? Will you take extra classes? Might you enroll in the MS accountancy program here? So those are some options that you need to think about for the public accounting option. Employer option B, private accounting, otherwise known as corporate accounting. If you're thinking that this is an area of your interest, one thing to consider is what size company fits you the best. Small, medium, large, and don't forget the government and nonprofit sectors because they need accountants too. Well, there are differences in organizational cultures, and actually you might need to experience more than one environment in order to decide which one you like best. So we will recommend that you have multiple experiences in maybe more than one type of employer. So how are you going to decide which of these options is really best for you? Well, one thing you can do is you can just talk to your professors. I recommend that you talk to more than one to get their perspective. They each have different life experiences and work histories. You also could read information online. We have a career resources webpage with links for you to research occupations. And you could talk to alumni. If you don't know any alumni, come to the Career Center and we can find some for you, or maybe your family might know some accountants. All these sources will give you some more information to consider. The next thing to talk about is how employers identify their candidates. The number one way for accounting employers to connect with candidates is through the Career Center's on-campus interview program. The types of employers that come to our campus for this program include large, mid-sized, and some small CPA firms. They all hire through here. In addition, large corporations hire through here, right? Corporate accounting. The next question to answer is when? When can you connect with these employers? Well, they start right away in the fall semester, and these employers are ready to interview you late September through October, and then in the spring semester, they're going to interview you from late February into March. So who's eligible to apply for these? Every student must complete an orientation to the on-campus interviewing program once, but only once in their whole college career. Once you've finished this orientation, you may apply to all the positions that you like every semester plus one semester after you graduate. Below here is a URL for the on-campus interview program. Next, I want to cover the accounting recruiting cycle. It is specific for accounting students. First up, we've got internships. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors are eligible to apply for internships. Those interviews take place during the on-campus interview season in the fall. Most private accounting internships, remember corporate, are in the summer, and they actually might prefer juniors. Public accounting internships take place both in the summer and in the tax season. You have both options. Tax season is January through April. Now, especially if you have an interest in tax accounting, it's not uncommon to take a semester off to work during this kind of internship during the spring semester. But don't worry, a December graduation creates perfect timing to be available for a full-time job starting in January, just when the public firms are really ready for you. Full-time jobs. Full-time jobs are for graduating seniors, and those interviews do take place just in the fall semester. And finally, you have the summer leadership positions. Those primarily target sophomore and junior students. Those interviews are primarily in the spring term. These are not internships. These programs are primarily working in public accounting CPA firms. They are 1 to multiple day events that take place over a summer. Their purpose is so that you can get to know the firm, their staff, their organizational culture, and so they can get to know you. I do know of many students who actually can do multiple of these experiences in the same summer. You could do a corporate private accounting internship full-time, and you could do a summer leadership position because it's only just a couple of days in the summer. And I also know students that have done multiple summer leadership programs in multiple firms. So there you go. We want you to know that there are many employer networking opportunities for you while you're here on campus. Firstly, we have the Accounting Club. It's one of the best activities you can engage in. They have wonderful speakers come into their meetings, and they host great events. Their biggest one is the Accounting and Finance Career Fair that takes place each fall. This year, the date is September 20th, 2018. If you're not connected, go to the Accounting Club and get more information. Then we've got the Government and Nonprofit Career Fair. Remember I said government and nonprofit employers are great places to work. All of the four-year public and private institutions in the state of Minnesota are invited to that career fair. It's hosted over at the University of Minnesota on their Minneapolis campus. And this year it takes place on October 19th, 2018. And finally, another huge event, a great way for you to connect with all different types of employers, is through the Private Colleges Job and Internship Fair. That takes place every February, all the private colleges in the Minneapolis Convention Center, and this year's date is February 21st, 2019. So I also wanted to make sure you understood that the on-campus interview program and a lot of other features that we offer to students take place through our TommieCareers system. It's embedded into the Career Development Center webpage. You can log into this system to access advanced and saved job and internship search features. You also can access an employer directory. It's a great place to research employers and identify industries of interest to you, to connect with employers that have posted with us just in the last few months. We also recommend that you complete the My Account section of TommieCareers and tell us that you want to receive our Career Center emails. If you do that, you'll receive a weekly newsletter, announcements about special career programs and events, and potentially we will send out hot tips when we learn about really good internships, jobs, and upcoming application deadlines. Actually, if you wish to apply for an on-campus interview, you absolutely must complete this section of TommieCareers. And finally here, we want to make sure you understand that there is a resume book here. There's one specifically labeled Accounting. You can upload your resume here and then make it available to accounting employers so that they can find you all year round. Finally, we have just some general career resources we want to make sure that you're aware of. Obviously, most people know that we have a job and internship listings webpage. We offer individual appointments. Those are 50 to 60 minutes long. And if you can't manage a full-blown appointment, we have pop-in hours every day, morning and afternoon. Just call our office to find out what hours are open, and you can literally pop in with no appointment. Just know that we don't have as long to spend with students, maybe 10 to 20 minutes per pop-in. In addition to our regular seminars or workshops that we offer on basic career topics like resume writing, cover letter writing, and interviewing, we're trying something new this year, and we're going to have career labs. Career labs are kind of a cross between pop-ins and a workshop. So we'll have multiple or 1 or 2 or 3 of our career staff available in our resource center, and you can just pop in and talk to us about whatever topic is on your mind or whatever topic is in the career lab for that day. And it's going to be a working session. There are computers in the room, or you can bring your laptop, and our goal is to help you move forward and be productive with whatever career question you have. Try it out. We have a wonderful seminars and events webpage where you can get information about when our workshops are happening, when the career labs happen, and any off-campus career-related events that we think would be helpful to you. So pay attention to that. Well, that's it for now. Everything you wanted to know about career services and accounting employers. We really want to see you at our seminars, our career labs, and definitely in our offices. So come on in for help. Strategize your search. Write your resume, prepare for interviews, and generally come and see us for help making your career decisions. Thanks very much.